Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. Welcome to a brand new series on here. Well, I've kind of done this series before, looking at video game magazines. This is what it is. I've kind of done it before, but not for a while. And I did like 2 episodes. They didn't go down very well, but I didn't have a lot of viewers back in the day. This is a list on my computer of various magazines that I have. So as you can see, I've got CD32 Gamer, Amiga Format, Amstrad Action, Computer Video Games. The Computes Gazette one is interesting. That's a French magazine. I have CU Amiga, Sega Mean Machines, PC Gamer, Sinclair User, SNES Force, Super Play, Your Sinclair, Zap 64, and the one down the bottom is a special on the Spectrum. So my cat is trying to get on my computer and it can bugger off. Sorry. Love my cat to bits, but she's been a real pain in the arse lately. It's always when I'm trying to record. So what I decided to do today, because I haven't got a vote going, obviously, because I didn't know I was going to do this as a series, is I'm going to go onto PC Gamer today, because I'm going to have a look at some old PC games. I have a lot here, as you can see, of issues. They're all in date order. I thought it might be fun to pick something from the 90s. So, I mean, I don't know what's on any of these. I haven't got a clue. So I kind of figured, what should we do as a random? I quite liked 96. So, as you can see, there's some gaps because they don't have all of these available. I mean, I download them online and obviously use PDFs because I couldn't own all these magazines. For a start, I wouldn't have space. Secondly, you won't be able to get hold of them nowadays. So it has to be a PDF view of the magazines, unfortunately. I hope that's not going to spoil anything. If you don't like that, then obviously you can turn the video off. You know, no one's forced to watch it, of course. My lucky number is 27. So maybe we should go for issue 27. What do we say? I think that's a good one. So let's double click it to get it to load up. And obviously we're going to go full screen. And what I'm going to do is I'll do it in a double page view, but hopefully we can keep the cover separate. I believe that's this one. And also obviously we need to zoom out. That goes without saying. Let's try and get it so it's on one screen. There we go. And if I go full screen, hopefully, that's pretty close. Still want double page though, so let me have a little look at that. I thought it was all set up for this, but clearly it wasn't. Okay, I think we're good now. It looks a bit odd, but that's because that page is on a separate one, because we've got to keep the cover separate. So here we go. PC Gamer from August 1996. It says volume 3 number 8. I don't know why that is, considering it said it was issue 27, but that's the way they were labelled online anyway. So we have what? Look, Quake, StarCraft, Madden 97. Wow, that's going to be interesting. Ultimate Online and Jedi Knight. What a classic game. Oh, we've got X-Wing vs TIE Fighter and Starfleet Academy as well. 50 upcoming classics you have to play before the year is out. The ultimate preview of the year's hottest games. This is going to be quite interesting, actually. CD-ROM edition on the CD. Okay, so they used to do the CDs. This is actually an American, so US and Canada magazine. I'm pretty sure we got this in the UK, but obviously if you are from that side of the water, it might be more familiar to you. But I'm pretty sure we got it too. Let's just, I think hopefully we just click yes. So there we go. This is why I set it up this way, because hopefully we'll get adverts like this. Okay, they don't line it up 100%, but it's hopefully we'll get a couple of double pages that will actually line up properly. We might get some odd page number orders and stuff, that happens, but AH-64D Longbow, must buy for every hardcore combat simulation fan or novice chopper buff. I must admit, I don't know that game. Wow, that's weird. James Combat Simulations. Who's that then? Is that the person who made it? It says EA.com down there, so I'm assuming it's an EA game. It was released under EA, but yeah, I don't know that at all. Okay, we'll move on. Okay, so I don't want to look too much at what's coming up, because it may be quite nice to, I mean, you're probably seeing it all now, so you'll have a look, but I'm not going to go into detail myself. As you can see, they're all the games that are getting reviewed, so not loads actually on there that I know, I'll be perfectly honest with you. So it's going to be probably more like the preview of the hottest games that's going to be the stuff that I know. 1996, the best is yet to come. It's Gary Whitta, famous face to most people. Here we go. So the pages are lining up pretty well so far. We've got an advert for an NEC computer there. Wow, look at that there. The new multi-sync M series monitors with revolutionary chroma clear CRT technology. CRTs, wow. Ah, it was a simpler time. It was much simpler. And then we got a Duke Nukem advert as well. Duke Nukem 3D. Ass-stomping aliens have landed in futuristic Los Angeles, and the humans suddenly find themselves atop in the endangered species list. The odds are 1,000,000 to 1, just the way Duke Nukem likes it. Absolutely. It's not easy to zoom in. I would zoom, but I think you'll probably get quite a big picture on you know, your bigger screens. For me, that's quite small, but you get an idea, I suppose. I could zoom it if I wasn't going full screen, but I quite like doing this, I think so. Well, what are you waiting for? Doom is dead, long live Duke Nukem 3D. Could this be the greatest PC shoot 'em up ever? Answer to that question? No, but it was good. So I'm just watching my cat now. She is now jumping up on 2 legs at the table. What are you doing? I swear to God she sees ghosts. Gets to like night time and she's just hyperactive. Saga begins anew. What does that mean? Oh, the CD. Installing, playing, quick tips. Come back to this. This is a PC gamer. I'm not going to read all of that, clearly, obviously, but I think that's all the stuff that's on their CD that would have come with the magazine. You can still download a lot of these CDs, so I'm assuming that, you know, they would still... Well, I suppose maybe they wouldn't work on the modern PCs. It's quite hard to get old games to work, isn't it? Oh, it's got Monty Python and the Holy Grail on the CD. And Top Gun. Click on the name of the demo you're interested in and you'll receive installation info. Look at that. Attention Windows 95 users. Wow. Wow, we have gone back in time here, haven't we? So far the pages are lining up nicely. I know the next one I've said that it probably won't, but Mega Race 2. That even tells you how to install it. /megarace/install.bat. Required 4860x2/66, 8 megabytes of RAM, 1 megabyte SVGA video card. Wow, unbelievable. Okay, Chess Wars advert there, and that's Heart of Darkness. I don't know what that is. I don't think I remember that one. Okay, moving on. Most acclaimed game of the year, Spycraft. See, I wonder if that page belonged with the previous one. Yeah, I think if I scroll down it goes... No, hang on, gone too far. I wondered if those 2 black pages were together and the 2 purple ones. Sometimes you'll get that with these. Yeah, but it doesn't matter though, does it? So what we've got? FPS, Football Pro 96. From Sierra. I think I had that actually. Front page sports. Yeah. That's what FPS stands for. So they're not giving anything any scores. Oh, this is all the stuff that's on the CD. I've just noticed. Yeah, it does say the CD up there. We've got H2O and Age of Rifles by SSI. So that's got a bit of strategy game. Again, I'm not familiar with either of those 2. I know front page sports. Those games were really good, actually. Okay, that is a bright advert, isn't it? Mission Force Cyberstorm. Early contender for best strategy game of 1996. Okay. I love that line. This ain't no lily-livered, thumb-sucking mama's boys game. Nuh-uh. Got you in my sights and you look like a sucker. A puny little cybrid sucker. Okay. What the hell that means. We've got Time Lapse and Star Quest 1. Johnson, do you copy? Johnson, we have a situation. Over. These adverts are all pretty cool so far, aren't they? Let's keep going because we're not going to spend too long on each page. Because I think the last time when I did the Crash magazine, I was on over an hour on one magazine, and I think that's where people were getting bored. Epic Mega Games, only for Pentium, only for Windows 95. You can hear a funny scratchy noise in the background. By the way, my cat's in a litter tray. Just to warn you if it's picking it up on the microphone. Yeah, look, that one's the second part of that advert. That's weird because then all that would even line up. So maybe it is supposed to be on 2 different pages. Top Gun Fire at Will. I don't know of that game at all. It even tells you the keys on there. It doesn't look too bad. Look at the screenshot. Indiana Jones by LucasArts. Okay. I think I remember the Monty Python game. Yeah, we got the whole advert for that Wages of War now. Listen, you bastard. What else breaking loose? You don't get things like that in adverts. I don't care what it does to your fucking bottom line. What the hell? I mean, I know you can't read, but you know what that says, clearly. Anyway, let's concentrate on the games here. We've got Twin Block, which I'm guessing must be a platform. Oh, it says it's a Breakout. Twin Block feel like Breakout. Once you're playing, you notice this is right away. Okay. Is this the guy? I think this is the guy from the Holy Grail who says, I fart in your general direction. I'm pretty sure that's him. John Cleese cracked me up and I watched the movie. I don't know this Indiana Jones game, looking at it. You'll encounter spiders, villains, angry natives, Nazis, and even, the occasional snake. Oh, yeah, as you search for lost treasure. Indiana Jones is back and he's fearless as ever. In his desktop adventures, he'll go up against the wilds of South America during his search for lost treasure. I don't remember that game at all. It's LucasArts, so... interesting. I'll have to look that up at some point. We're still on the CD here. We've got a chess game called Chessmates. America Online. Okay, that's interesting. Why is there an AOL thing on here? Okay. Bizarre. Add-ons and patches. Fair enough. An advert for F-22 Lightning 2. All new from Nova Logic. $4.96. You tell it's an American game. It says fall. Here we got Armored Fist and Comanche 3. And here's an advert for Starfighter. Okay, so I don't know what all this is on here. Scream at each other at the top of your lungs and run your best buddy into war. Turn 4. Sounds like fun, huh? See you next week, sucker. Oh shit. They don't hold back, do they? It's funny. I don't know what that's an advert for though. Oh, right now, accurate gaming modem. Oh, it comes with a high performance experience, Papyrus NASCAR racing. $75 retail. Okay, interesting. And this is all to do with online by the looks of it. Free internet gaming. We're not going to go into that because that looks boring. Not boring at the time, I would have read it, but Alien Trilogy, straight from the PlayStation. Acclaim Entertainment comes to blockbuster Alien Trilogy. I didn't know that actually was released on the PC. We got Iron and Blood and Tomb Raider. Mystique. What's that? Is that a graphics card? I think it's a graphics card. Yeah. It's hard to read that. I've got it on quite a small screen. But I think it says it's a graphics card. Surround sound PC, interesting. Oh, that's what I like. New Links LS Tour, Legends in Sports. Kapalua Tour, the Ritz-Carlton, Kapalua Bay Hotel and Plantation. And Plantation. Clubhouse between rounds at Capella, Plantation and Village courses on their first CD in our series of resort courses. So I'm not really shitty at reading it. It's quite a small text. Just so you know. I've also got an eye problem at the moment. I've got dry eyes, so both my eyes are watering profusely. They have been for about the last 3 or 4 days, and it makes my vision very blurry. So that's the reason why as well. Maybe this wasn't the ideal thing with a lot of reading. I didn't even think about that till now. Yeah, I used to love Lynx LS, so yeah, that's right up my alley. I thought they said up to 16.7 million courses then. Colours. Yeah, great game. Yeah. I don't think we need to read anything else there. It's all about graphics cards and Dolby surround sound. Did I skip 2 pages there? Yeah, I did. But once again, we're looking at 3D and graphics cards. Another advert for Heart of Darkness with gummy savers. Lifesavers, gummy savers. I like lifesavers. We get them in this country as polos. Just in case you didn't know. Lab monkeys choose to stimulate their pleasure centres at the exclusion of food, water, sleep and sex. They're monkeys, what's your excuse? The adverts in these magazines. Incredible. New gamepad and a new joystick. Logitech launches a new joystick. That looks interesting. Did anyone ever own one of those? Let me know. Sierra standing strong. I recognise Leisure Suit Larry there. What number was coming out that year? I don't see it written down there. But 7. Leisure Suit Larry 7. Yank hers away. Oh God. Oh, Leisure Suit Larry. I can always rely on you for a bit of innuendo. Oh, it's like a dolphin there. Don't know what that is. You star as the sentient dolphin Abacus in the new adventure game Blue Star. Okay. Beast Within, Game of the Year. That's a scary old case, that one, isn't it? That's cool. That's a cool article. If I was reading it, I would read that because I do like Sierra, but I'm not going to read it now because we'll be here all day if I read every article. Final Doom. And what have we got here? PC Gamers playlist. Okay. Quake's at number 1 now. Quake is awesome. I guess that's what who they're voting for. Everyone voted for Quake as number 1. There's some good games in there. Sega's best hit to hit the PC. Sega's best to hit the PC. Virtua Fighters. There's E3. Pictures of E3. Anderson, I need a volunteer. Is there going to be any more? Anderson, there could be a medal in it for you. Close Combat. So many strategy fighting games in this one. Nemesis, the Adventure, Wizardry Adventure, I guess it is. I thought that was crossed out, but I just realised that's a sword. That looks interesting. Don't know what it is, but it looks interesting. I'm starting to wonder now, because this is American, did not a lot of these games come out in the UK? Because there's so many games on here I don't recognise. When I created Doom, I never imagined there'd be such a killer way to play it. Wingman Warrior is it. So that's the new joystick we were just looking at. The Wingman Warrior. That's John Romero. He looks about 12. Was he really that young when he invented Doom? My word. So this is the preview we were talking about. So we got Jedi Knight and Quake and Madden. I never played an Ultima game. People are going to look at me sideways on that one, I know. And Command & Conquer Red Alert. Wow. Great games on there. Oh man, there's small previews. I thought they were going to be bigger. That's what we got here then. 7th Legion. I'm assuming that's that one, is it? Yep. 7th Legion. Aeon Flux. God, they put a movie out of that not that long ago, didn't they? And it's like, that was that old. I didn't realise it was going since the 90s. Age of Empires. I've never played an Age of Empires game either. I know it's bad. Albion. Athanor. There's Command & Conquer Red Alert. Great game. More of a prequel than a true sequel. Yeah, good game. Very good. Who's played that then? It's got to be a lot of you, I would imagine. Battle of the Ironclads. Blade Runner. Okay. I never played the Blade Runner game. People say it's very good. Why is that? Is that all you're getting of the Blade Runner? Oh, that's very small. American Civil War. Anticipation. I don't know what that is. Close Combat. Another D-Day Battlefield one. The Condemned. Big mecha-sized robots. Okay. Oh, jeez. It's a nightmare trying to record a video with this cat, I swear to God. She's just jumping around like a lunatic, scaring the heck out of me. I'm getting like gripped to looking at the magazine and she's just like running around like a mental case. There's Jedi Knight. Love that game. I love Dark Forces as well. Don't know if you can get these games running. I know there's a new version of Dark Forces now, which I still haven't played yet. I really want to play that actually. I might do that for the channel actually. That might be a good one. Because technically it's a retro game. I don't know if they'll bring out Jedi Knight as well. Diablo, there's the first Diablo. Don't think I ever played Diablo 1 and 2. I played 3. I've not played 4 yet either, so people say it's not very good. And then some people say it is good now, so I don't know. Die by the Sword, I don't know. F2 Lightning 2. That's got to be a flight sim, I would imagine. What's that game? Normality. Don't know you. By Interplay, so I know Interplay. I was about to say there's a lot of these games, isn't there? But yeah, it's 50, so. Flying Saucer. Oh, looks interesting. Galactic Mirage. Grand Prix 2. Who's that by? Oh, it is a Jeff Crammond. Okay. Wasn't sure if it was the Micropro. Oh yeah, it says Microprose underneath. Idiot. Madden 97. Wow. I had Madden way back. I mean, literally the first Madden that ever came out in the UK was on the... I think it came out first on the Amiga, and then it probably came out on the Sega and everything, but yeah, I had it on the Amiga. Yeah, it's cool. Vastly improved in all aspects, easily become the PC football game, the PC football game. That Madden's a madman. Okay, fair enough. Heroes of Might and Magic 2. That's a game I've heard of. Hyperblade. Into the Shadows. By Scavenger. I don't know what that is. Looks like a D&D. Lands of Lore 2. I've heard of that one. That's a Virgin Westwood, so it's going to be like a strategy then, I suppose. 1993 role player. Lords of the Realm 2 would also, I imagine, be that sort of game. Lunar Golf. Don't know that one. Magic the Gathering. Well, I mean, we all know that, don't we? I wonder what that's an advert for. Don't forget to feed the fish. Introducing Afterlife, the last word in Sims. Okay, interesting. From LucasArts. Okay. Yeah, okay, that's interesting. You've not heard of that game before either. Where have I been? This is showing up some gaps in my gaming knowledge big time. Master of Orion. MDK, I remember that one. Is it Murder, Death, Kill, wasn't it? Is that what that stood for? I think. Oh, it says official. Yeah, there we go. Officially, MDK stands for Max, Doc, and Kurt. The names to some of the game's characters, but around the industry, it's known as Murder, Death, Kill. M1A2 Abrams. That's a tank, isn't it? I think. Yeah, Mine Tank Platoon. Mindscape Golf. It's a golf game I don't think I've played. Interesting. NBA Full Court Press. That looks pretty good. NHL 97. I think I might have owned that one. Wow. He's stretching. He's got funny feet though. Look at that. Yeah, his feet are falling off, but that's a stretch. Triple Play 97. Outlaws. Oh, that was a great game. Any of you guys play that one? I think I could still get that to run on my computer. Probably using a PC emulator, but I think it still works. Might be nice to give a go on the channel at some point. Very good game. Privateer the Darkening. Never played that. That's a bit spooky looking, isn't it? Phantasmagoria 2. Played that either. Over the Third Reich. We got another World War II game. Well, I mean, there was a lot of them back in the day, weren't there? Clone. Prey. It's not the Prey I know, but yeah, because that one didn't come out till the 2000s, did it? The newer Prey. Anticipations. Sentient. Yes, I think I remember that one. Shadow Warrior. Quake. Oh, classic. Still got that on PC, obviously. I think I've got it on my PlayStation. I've got it on my Switch. Just got it everywhere. Quake is been fantastic. What a great game. Got Quake 2 as well. The cat can rip it up. Okay. What is that for? The Jazz Drive is your man. It's fast. It holds tons of stuff. Okay, fair enough. The unlimited personal hard drive. Okay, interesting. Removable 1 gig discs. Wow. I bet that felt like it was an endless supply of data back then. 1 gig. That's mad. Okay, interesting. Ultima Online, for all you fans. I don't know of it myself. I haven't played it myself. Star Control 3. Star Trek Generations. I believe I played that. Pretty sure I played that. Oh no, I played the Next Generation game actually. Oh, Syndicate Wars. Please tell me they're screenshots. Out of it for Hyperblade. I skipped a couple there, didn't I? Yeah, thought I did. Baseball Pro. Was that Earl Weaver's Baseball Pro? I'm pretty sure that was something to do with Earl Weaver. Is that Earl Weaver? Sure it is. I'm pretty sure it was Earl Weaver. Can't see any evidence of that unless that's him. Well, it certainly looks like him. He's the one that hit a pigeon or something when he was pitching. I seem to recall. There's Syndicate Wars. Great game. Love it. It's a bitch of a game to get to run on modern computers though, unfortunately. StarCraft. Unreal. Okay. What the heck? Oh, that's NHL Power Play. What? Oh, it's a Stanley Cup in his brain. Yeah, I just realised what that is. That looks pretty good, actually. Star Trek Starfleet Academy. Cool. XCOM Apocalypse. I got that on Steam. I bought the whole XCOM series on Steam a couple of years ago. That looks very Command and Conquer, doesn't it? Yeah, it says it in Command and Conquer with a sense of humour and robots. Yeah. X-Wing versus TIE Fighter. Classic. Although the original X-Wing and the original TIE Fighter were my classics, to be fair. Anticipations. Don't know what that is. Most entertaining multiplayer sim yet. It's Jane's Combat Simulations again. Okay, must be missing out because I don't know who the hell that is. Whatever Frank wants, Frank gets. Frank Thomas, Big Hurt Baseball. That looks pretty good. Right, okay, so we're in the reviews now. I don't know how many pages these magazines are. I don't want to be on here forever, so And we'll start skipping a few of the adverts. You can look at them. That looks a bit like Jimmy Fallon. Just want to throw that in. While I'm there. Okay, let's rock. Duke Nukem 3D. Don't know what that's just basically there for. So we are going to get ratings on these games. It's a shame I've picked a magazine here where I don't know many of the games, but we'll see. Battleground Waterloo. Another bloody strategy game. It's a crazy amount of strategy games here. Double speed CD-ROM drive, 486/33, 4 megabytes of RAM, Windows 3.1 or higher. Wow. 5 megabytes of hard drive space. Holy shit balls. Pentium 8 megabytes of RAM, supported time card. Oh, it's a simpler time, wasn't it? 91%. There you go. So if you're a fan of that game, I don't know it personally, but I wasn't massively into strategy games. Command and Conquer was great, but Total Mayhem from Domark. I vaguely recall. Don't think I've played it. Oh, excuse me. Oh, man. This is perils of recording a video at 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm yawning my head off. I've played plenty of Greg Norman golf games. I don't think I've played Greg Norman's Ultimate Challenge Golf. That looks very much like Jack Nicklaus Golf. Yeah. Made by Grolier Interactive. That's probably why I don't know who that is, to be honest. It could be a game that didn't come out in the UK. It's entirely possible. NHL Power Play 96. I feel like I've played that. 86%. Good score. Bad Day on the Midway. Graphic Adventure. Okay, I was about to say another strategy game, but yeah, looking at that. Yeah, Graphic Adventure. This one needs 16 megabytes of RAM. So, it's got a lot going on. 80%. Bizarre hallucinogenic style. Keeps you guessing and wanting more. Hearing aids for the gaming impaired. Oh, speakers, yeah. Okay. Thought it actually was hearing aids then for a second. Daggerfall. Very well known. Firefight. 90%. They're pretty generous with their scores, aren't they? I feel like I've played that one before. Could be wrong. It's Total Mayhem. We just saw an advert for that a minute ago. 58%. Just as I say, they're generous. This one needs 60 megabytes of hard drive space. I mean, not a lot in the modern age, but the other one only needed about 8, didn't it, or something? Mech Warrior 2 Mercenaries. The all-new sequel to Mech Warrior 2. Flight Unlimited. So far, we're getting mostly either flight simulators or strategy games, aren't we? Seems to be the go-to. In Pursuit of Greed. The monsters of In Pursuit of Greed aren't anything new or different, but look out for this rampaging gym teacher. Okay. Yeah. Definitely don't know that one. 59%. A semi-interesting twist on the action game. So there you go. Deadline. What do you get when you mix XCOM, Jagged Alliance and Saber Team? A derivative, mediocre, needlessly complicated mess. I was about to say, well, there's one I need to check out because I like 2 of those games. But it's a bit of a damning verdict, isn't it? There's always room for another good, small unit strategy game. Lots of people are still playing XCOM and Jagged Alliance. But Deadline lacks the energy, playability and the unique sense of style that made those games classics. The game supposedly depicts situations of the highest drama to curiosity and art. And in this case, or in this category, that's a deadly failing. William R. Trotter. Coming September, Commander Zod is waiting. So we've got cans of beer, a Z, and a machine gun. Interesting. That's got to be Command and Conquer, isn't it? Command and Conquer, right? Assume it is. Accolade. One planet, one chance. Take it before they do. Assume the game's called Deadlock, is it? Again, it looks another kind of strategy game. Looks very good. Run fast, run smart. Stop and you're dead. Urban Runner. I think I know that one. Assault rigs. Fast action. I don't know, it's 61%, but they seem to quite like it. Huge bloody tanks though, isn't it? We'll move on. Promised Land. What do you get when Queensryche mixes new age music, mysticism and puzzles into an adventure game? Do you really need to ask? No, clearly not. Looking at 45%, we do not need to ask. Trample a war mammoth with your little white mouse. Magic the Gathering. I did not know Magic the Gathering had been around that long, to be honest. Strife. Part block playing adventure, part high energy action game. Strife expands the realm of Doom clones to a clever new extreme. 82%. That's interesting. Again, I've never heard of it. I'm starting to wonder if any of these games did actually come out in the UK. And that's the reason why I don't know half of them. But I would imagine they would all come out, so I don't know. The Need for Speed Special Edition. Road and Track. Interesting. Bruce Jenner's World Class Decathlon. Okay. No longer Bruce Jenner. Cross that one out. Don't get Ricky Gervais going on that. Whatever you do. Wow, interesting. Never heard of that one. That's a game that probably didn't come out in this country, or if it did, they would have changed Bruce Jenner for somebody else. And that's got nothing to do with, you know, the fact he's Caitlyn Jenner now. It's just the fact that it's Bruce Jenner was obviously an American athlete. And we would, if it had come out in the UK, we would have probably had an English athlete attached to it. That is the weirdest looking graphics I've ever seen. 62%. Technical Knockout Championship Female Boxing. Duke it out with some of the loveliest pre-rendered boxers ever seen on the PC in this laughable fun arcade boxing game. Okay, because that don't look like a lovely person to me. That's weird graphics. By Digital Lobster Company. Interesting. Conquer for Windows. And we got another strategy game there. 65%. Space Dude. Thought I said for men. Form Gen. Pro Pinball The Web. That looks good. Pinball games are always good, aren't they? Well, not always, I guess, but that's by Empire Interactive. I mean, I couldn't tell you again if I've played that, but I've played a lot of pinball games, so it's entirely possible. Trust No One. Strife. RPG. Oh. No, RPG with Doom style action. That wasn't the one we just looked at, was it? I don't think. Can't remember already. My brain's terrible. VR Soccer 96 from Gremlin Interactive. That may have been released as Actua Soccer in the UK. Well, I know they did a game called Actua Soccer Gremlin. Don't know though. Interesting. I'd be interested to know if it was actually, because that was a 3D style football game. It doesn't look the same to me, so it may not be the same game. But interesting though. Jagged Alliance Deadly Games. Games with 3D magic tend to be a tad more in depth. That looks quite painful. Multimedia accelerator card for Windows 95. Imagine how weak ass that is now. I mean, no offense, but you know, imagine how weak that would be now. But back then, massively high tech. Yeah, The Dark Eye, the works of Edgar Allan Poe. 80%. It looks a bit creepy, that, doesn't it? That face looks very weird. Interesting. Island Peril. It's quite is it an FMV video game? 13%. Wow. I like that. Look, much of Evil Boss's army runs around in Bermuda shorts, or maybe they're Kevlar boxers. There's no point in beating around the bush. This one's as bad as PC gaming gets. Terrible. Another war game. Robert E. Lee, Civil War General. So many war games. Earthworm Jim 1 and 2. A whole can of worms. I'm going to say something else that's going to alienate a whole ton of you again. I don't think I've ever played an Earthworm Jim game. I've heard very mixed things. I've heard people that say they're absolutely amazing. I've also heard people say they're rubbish. So, yeah, I don't know who to believe, but it never seemed to be my kind of game. But I'm not judging, you know. I'd give them a go. I just have never played them. Manic Carts. That's an interesting looking game, isn't it? 59%. From the people who wrote the book on fantasy role-playing, the final chapter, Shadows over Reaver. Surtech World Class Entertainment. Never heard of you. Sir. Storm. It's a PlayStation logo down there. I don't want to read the manual. The Game Doctor. By the way, you might hear another weird noise in the background. It's quite windy outside, so my curtain is rattling around at the moment. I like to keep you informed if you hear weird background noises in my house. Icebreaker, puzzle game, 55%. That looks, I mean, without context, very weird, doesn't it? Alright. I don't know what it's about, so I can't really judge. Synergist, graphic adventure on PC, CD-ROM. Craft of War. What's this about? Oh, Warcraft. I should have known the Craft of War. Warcraft, yeah. Okay. So, yes. If you want to read any of these, just pause the video, obviously, and have a good read. Be my guest. Up in heavens, all hell's about to break loose. Oh my god, I can't even speak. Up in the heavens, all hell's about to break loose. There we go. Master of Orion 2. Definitely know that one. Enemy nations. They don't hold back, do they? Meet interesting people on the internet, then build big tanks and show the bastards who's boss. I love these adverts. They're great. You really don't give a shit, do they? Okay, there's more articles there, which I would read if I was like reading the magazine, but you know, we don't want this video to go on forever. Fisher Price Great Adventures Castle. So these are all the games you could buy. What are these games that were out at the moment? I can see Final Doom, Final Fantasy IV, Legacy of Kain. Yeah, you could order. Call now to order so you could buy all these games. Crazy. That's pretty cool. Play these games against live opponents at www.mplayer.com. Yeah, I got my first internet in 97, so yeah, I guess it was just about starting up with all the online stuff. Yeah, I didn't get a computer capable of it, like with a modem and stuff, till 97. That looks like it's about Magic the Gathering. And I don't know what that advert is. Oh, it's all joysticks. An update from the halls of Montezuma. What that is. More game adverts. Your online superstore. Cool. Strategy Central. Like, we need more strategy. Civilization Part 1. But Part 1, wow, just realised that's sunk in that it's Part 1 of Civilization. Again, if you want to read all of that, be my guest. I never got into it till Civ 6, so I've never gone back and played the old ones. Maybe I should. For a challenge, play it on the Amiga. That'd be interesting. Terra Nova Critical Path. That's an interesting viewpoint. So what we got here is strategy guides. I guess it is, yeah, it's all strategy guides, isn't it? We don't want to dwell on them too much because we don't want to give anything away. World War II Grand Strategy Game, Third Reich. Oh yeah, we had that, didn't we? Oh, it's by Avalon Hill. Telangard they made, I'm pretty sure, Avalon Hill. I'm sure they made Telangard. So more tips there we'll get out of that one. Excuse me. Lighthouse by Sierra. Okay. That's a mean looking bird. C&C the covert operations. Again, no spoilers. We don't do spoilers here. Sizzling summer blockbusters from the Micro Forum. Don't know who Micro Forum are, to be honest. Readers' requests. Dread to think. So we might have to move on there. Oh look, you got a little mystery word grid there. Interesting. Win the ultimate gaming rig. Wow, look at that. PlayStation, Virtual Boy, Sega Saturn, Jaguar. Oh my word. Look at the stack system. Glorious. Oh man. And a satellite dish randomly at the top there as well. Crazy. These are long ass letters. Are you a gaming genius? Definitely not. Have you seen my channel? Definitely not a gaming genius. More adverts. This could be the end of the mag now. I'm sensing it. Letters. I will not be reading all the letters out. Readers respond. More marketplace. Looking for some real starfighting action. I don't even want to know. CF Sports. Buy 2, get 1 free. See, I like those 2, and I had both of those 2, but I don't think I'd want any of the others. Get your back issues of PC Gamer there. Set phasers on killer. Oh, this is next time. Okay. Well, I don't want to look at next time because I don't want it to be any spoilers for when we pick another one. Yeah, so this is the people that lovingly reproduce the magazines, Retro Mag. So if you ever want to check them out, they're awesome. I'm going to be downloading some more magazines off of there, so there'll be some different ones upcoming soon. I want to try and get some PlayStation 1 magazines up there. And we can't not mention the Creative Labs sound cards. We all had one of those back in the day, didn't we? So that's it. That is the last page of this magazine. I'm going to scroll all the way back, if I can, to the front page. Just so you know what edition it was. It's probably a quicker way to do this, to be honest. Oh, God. Yeah, to be honest, you know, I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm just going to come out of it. Actually, I'll just leave it on there because I don't want to come back to my desktop. So, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed this little trip down memory lane, looking at some old PC stuff. It might be more relevant to people in the US and Canada, I'm not sure. I know we got these magazines, but some of these games, I mean, I like to think of myself as a bit of a gaming aficionado, but I didn't know a lot of those games. Let me know in the comments if you're from Europe and you recognise a lot of them games, because for me, there were, I'd say probably at least 40 to 50% of those games I did not know. So maybe I've gone back too early. Maybe I need a little bit more modern. I don't know. Maybe PC games were different. I mean, I didn't get a decent machine to play PC games on until the 2000s, really. So maybe that was the reason why I didn't recognise many of them. But I was more into PlayStation probably in '96, I would imagine, PS1. So yeah, that might be why. Who knows? Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed this. And I hope you'll subscribe if you're new, and I hope you'll like the video if you liked it. Obviously, only if you liked it. You don't have to like it if you didn't. I prefer you didn't say dislike, but you know, some people do, don't they? It's their way, but you know, you don't have to like a video you don't like, obviously. Thanks, guys. Anyway, take care. I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.